What up, it's boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, April 9th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One has crossed a $300 million milestone at the global box office as it enters its second week in release. Earning almost $143 million to date in China alone, the sci-fi adventure is Warner Bros.' biggest release ever in that country, a news release from the studio said Friday. Spielberg directed Ready Player One from a screenplay by Zach Penn and Ernest Cline, based on Cline's futuristic novel. It stars Chai Sheridan, Olivia Cooke, Ben Mendelsohn, Lena Waithe, T.J. Miller, Philip Zhao, Wynn Morosky, Hannah John Kamen, and with Simon Pegg and Mark Rylance. The movie is about a group of young gamers competing in a virtual reality world for a chance to vastly improve their real lives. Solo, a Star Wars story, is to screen at France's Cannes Film Festival next month. The festival's official Twitter account said Friday morning, one of the greatest myths in the history of cinema returns out of competition to the Festival of the Cannes red carpet. Hashtag Cannes 2018, hashtag Solo, a Star Wars story. Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, debuted at the 2002 and 2005 editions of the festival, respectively. Written by Lawrence and Jonathan Kasdan and directed by Ron Howard, Solo is the origin story of Han Solo, the resourceful smuggler Harrison Ford played in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi, and Star Wars Episode 8, The Force Awakens. Starring Alden Ehrenreich as a younger version of the character, the latest chapter in the franchise is set for release on May 25th. Solo will co-star Woody Harrelson, Emilia Clarke, and Donald Glover. Jordan Peele, the Oscar-winning screenwriter of 2017's Get Out, is producing a 4-part documentary series about Lorena Bobbitt for Amazon Prime. Director Joshua Ruff is to tell the story from Bobbitt's perspective. Lorena has debuted as Time to the 25th anniversary of the high-profile case for which she is infamous. Bobbitt was found innocent by reason of insanity for attacking her husband John, cutting off his penis while he slept, and tossing it in a field from a moving car in 1993. The organ was surgically reattached in an apparent successful operation that allowed John Bobbitt to later appear in X-rated movies. The couple divorced in 1995 after 6 years of marriage. Heather Schilster, the head of Unscripted at Amazon Original, said in a statement Thursday, Jordan has proved himself as a captivating voice of social critique, and we are excited to work with him on this project. Lorena reframes Lorena Bobbitt's story around issues of sexism and domestic violence and offers Prime members an exclusive new view into how America got her story wrong and maybe continues to get it wrong. Roof added, our hopes for this series is to give viewers pause when the next scandal of the moment is presented to us as macabre entertainment. Often there's profound pain and trauma just beneath the surface of stories like Lorena. Peele remarked, when we heard the name Bobbitt, we think of one of the most sensational incidents to ever be catapulted into a full-blown media spectacle. With this project, Lorena has a platform to tell her truth, as well as engage in critical conversation about gender dynamics, abuse, and her demand for justice. This is Lorena's story, and we honor to help her tell it. Michael B. Jordan begins to question why firemen are tasked with burning books in the latest trailer for HBO's upcoming film adaptation of Fahrenheit 451. Jordan's guide montage is a young fireman who explains to school children the importance of his job and the evils of books in the clip released Thursday. He says, we burn almost every physical book in the country, so by the time you guys grow up, there won't be one book left. Jordan, who's under the tutelage of Fire Captain Beatty, played by Michael Shannon, then starts to struggle with his role as a book burner and meets with a secret group of bookkeepers who task him with an important mission. Shannon tells Jordan, we were not born equal, we must be made equal by the fire, and then we can be happy, after he asks him why they burn books. Fahrenheit 451, based on the classic 1953 Ray Bradbury novel of the same name, is set to debut on HBO on May 19th. Sophia Botella, Lily Singh, Laura Harrier, and Martin Dalvin are also starring in the film from director Ramin Brani. Amazon has confirmed it canceled Mozart in the Jungle, its music-themed dramedy starring Gael Garcia Bernal, Lola Kirk, Malcolm McDowell, Bernadette Peters, Hannah Dunn, Saffron Burrows, and Jason Schwartzman. The show is about a young New York classical music conductor. Executive producers Schwartzman, Paul Weitz, Roman Coppola, and Will Graham said in a joint statement, "We are so proud of the 4 seasons we've made of this show and are grateful to the cast, crew, fans, and Amazon for writing this symphony with us. We hope people will keep finding the show for years to come." Variety said that this is the first cancellation since Jennifer Salk was named the streaming giant's new chief of film and television production. Salk has said she plans to focus on more mainstream programming instead of niche projects. Candice Bergen shared on Instagram the first photo from the set of the revival of her newsroom sitcom Murphy Brown. The actress captioned an image of her with her fellow Murphy Brown veterans Faye Ford, Joe Rita Bluto, and Grant Schald, as well as series creator Diane English and newcomer Nick Dedaney, who will play Pat, the director of social media for the show's news program. Murphy Brown Together Again, coming to your neighborhood TV in the fall just in time. The show about broadcast journalists in Washington, D.C. initially ran from 1988 to 1998. CBS announced in January it is bringing it back for 13 episodes, with most of the original cast returning. Mom, the sitcom starring Allison Janney and Anna Faris, has renewed for a 6th season, with an ensemble that includes Jamie Presley, Mimi Kennedy, Beth Hall, and William Finchner. The show is about 2 generations of a family recovering from substance abuse programs and problems. Season 5 is airing now on CBS Thursdays. Season 6 is to air 2018 to 2019. Kelly Call, the president of CBS Entertainment, said in a statement, "Mom has been a linchpin comedy for us for over the last several years. It's a fearless series that tackles provocative social issues with laughter and grace, and a large loyal audience has followed. With gifted talents like Anna and Allison leading a great ensemble cast and a production team headed by Chuck Lorre, Eddie Gordotetsky, Nick Bakay, and Gemma Baker, this series just keeps getting better." Actress Pauley Perrette has wrapped up her 15th season run on the CBS drama NCIS. Perrette tweeted Friday, "Finished shooting my last scene of NCIS with at Sean H. Murray, at Brian Didson, at Emily Wickersham, and W. Valderrama airs May 8th. Love y'all." She followed up Saturday. "Abby's exit from #NCIS is in 2 parts, May 1st and May 8th. I worked really hard to give you my best. I really hope everyone tunes in. Bless." The 49-year-old actress announced in October that she would be departing NCIS following the conclusion of season 15. Perrette said at the time and tweeted, "So it is true that I'm leaving NCIS after this season. There have been all kinds of false stories as to why. No, I don't have a skincare line, and no, my network and show are not mad at me." Lin-Manuel Miranda's historical hip-hop show Hamilton won 7 Olivier Awards, including Best Musical in London Sunday. Gal Sierra scored the prize for Best Actor in a Musical, while his co-star Michael Gibson earned the accolade for Best Supporting Actor in a Musical. Hamilton also won Best Music, Lighting Design, Sound Design, and Choreography. Miranda, who created and starred in the original Broadway cast of Hamilton, didn't attend the ceremony after announcing last week he is suffering from shingles. Shirley Henderson from The Girl from the North Country was deemed Best Actress in a Musical, and her castmate Sheila Atim was voted Best Supporting Actress in a Musical. Follies won the prize for Best Revival of a Musical and Best Costume Design. Angels in America was declared Best Revival of a Play, and cast member Denise Goff picked up the statuette for Best Supporting Actress in a Play. The Ferryman earned the title for Best New Play, and Sam Mendes took home the Best Director trophy for helming it. The Best Actress honor was presented to the drama's lead, Laura Donnelly. The award for Best Actor in a Play went to Bryan Cranston for Network, and Best Supporting Actor went to Bertie Carvel for Inc. Channing Tatum and Gina Doan are denying rumors about their highly publicized split. The 37-year-old actor and Doan said through their reps Thursday that reports about Tatum's supposed partying and flirting are untrue. Doan's rep told People, happy to clarify that absolutely none of these rumors are true. The reason our statement was so positive was because that's the reality of the situation. Tatum's rep also denied the actor's behavior contributed to his separation from Doan. Tatum's rep told E! News, the media is fabricating stories and none of these accusations are remotely true. Channing and Jenna released an honest and loving statement, which is the only truth. Source told E! the rumor of negativity between Tatum and Doan, who share 4-year-old daughter Everly, is simply not the case. An insider says, we understand that everyone is super interested in speculating on their private life, and there are people who think they have an idea of the inner life of this relationship, but it's simply not the case. The source added, they are loving, dedicating to continue their lives together as friends and parents of Everly because that's how their relationship has grown. Tatum and Doan announced their split on Monday after 8 years of marriage. The couple said in a joint statement that there are, quote, no secrets or salacious events at the root of their decision. The pair said in a joint statement, absolutely nothing has changed about how much we love one another, but love is a beautiful adventure that is taking us on different paths for now. We are still a family and will always be loving, dedicated parents to Everly. Actress Jenny Garth and her third husband, actor and restaurateur Dave Abrams, are divorcing after nearly 3 years of marriage. People magazine reported Abrams filed the legal documents in the Los Angeles County Friday. He cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for the breakup and August 29, 2017 as the date of their separation, TMZ reported. Garth announced in November that she and Abrams were taking time apart from each other while they worked through issues in their marriage. The 46-year-old actress has 3 daughters from her marriage to actor Peter Fescelli, and she was also previously wed to musician Daniel Clark. Garth is best known for her work in the young adult drama series Beverly Hills 90210. Shannen Doherty gave fans an update on her health following her recent tumor marker test and announced that she is still in remission from breast cancer. The Beverly Hills 90210 alum said on Instagram Thursday, still in remission? I imagine that I'll always worry to a certain extent, but I think we've all worried about something. Alongside a video of herself talking about how her initial fears about her tumor marker test results were unfounded. She continued, cancer is a beast that changes one. For me, it changed me in a lot of beautiful ways, but it also gave me a new level of anxiety about things. All understandable. I share my experience to help connect, bring awareness, and hopefully encourage those going through cancer to stay positive. Doherty concluded, so many of you have helped me with your words, prayers, and support. You have helped pave the way I've walked and continue to walk, and I'm eternally grateful for that. I can only hope I have helped you as well. Much love to all of you. #remission, #CancerSlayer. Doherty posted on Instagram before her test that she was going to stay positive alongside a photo of herself with her mother, who was also undergoing testing. The actress finished chemotherapy treatments in February 2017 after she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. The actress then announced in April 2017 that she was in remission. Doherty has returned to acting and will be seen in Paramount Network's upcoming dark comedy series Heathers, based on the 1998 film of the same name that she starred in. The television adaptation was delayed following the mass shooting at the Parkland, Florida high school. Caitlin Lowry went topless in a #bodypositive photo Thursday on Instagram. The 26-year-old television personality showed off her curves in the nearly nude picture during her family vacation in Jamaica. The snapshot, which was taken by Lowry's friend Bone Estrada, shows the Teen Mom 2 star holding a towel over her bare chest. She captioned the post, just checking out the view, photo by @Bone_Estrada, #Jamaica, #Women Empowerment, #Body Positive, #Curves, #Spring Break, #Kayla and the Chaos, #Love the Skin You're In. Lowry is spending time with friends and her 3 sons, 8-year-old Isaac, 4-year-old Lincoln, and 8-month-old Lux in Negril, Jamaica. She posted a family photo with her kids Tuesday on Instagram. The star wrote, love these 3 so much, at the Lux Russell, at the Isaac Rivera, at the Link Marshall, dressed from at Fashion Nova, #Mama Boys, #My Babies, #Fashion, #Vacation, #Spring Break, #Kyla and the Chaos, #Jamaica, #Memories. Lowry had shared a nude photo and a body positive message on her 26th birthday in March. The post came just a couple of months after the star backed out of a planned breast augmentation and liposuction. The television personality told her followers, "I won't lie to you. I came to Miami for lipo and a boob job, but hours before my surgery, I decided I don't want to go through with it." She says, "When I get home, I'll use the money I was going to spend on surgery for a nutritionist and get back into working out. Damn if I do, and damn if I don't." Larry co-stars with Janelle Evans, Chelsea Huska, Lee Messer, and Brianna De Jesus on Teen Mom 2. The MTV series completed an 8th season in November. Kylie Jenner enjoyed a walk with her family Thursday. The 20-year-old television personality posted photos on Instagram stories from her stroll with her boyfriend, rapper Travis Scott, and a sleepy 2-month-old daughter, Stormi. Jenner shared a picture of Stormi gazed up from her stroller. She kept her baby warm and occupied with a blanket, pacifier, and stuffed toy. The star captioned the snapshot, "Walking with Mommy and Daddy." The Keeping Up with the Kardashian star also posted a photo of Stormi dozing off. She wrote, "Sleepy Stormi." Jenner and Scott welcomed their daughter February 1st. Following months of speculations about the star's pregnancy, E! reported this month the couple are stronger than ever and loving parenthood. Anne Hathaway expects to be fat-shamed over her recent weight gain. The 35-year-old actress preemptively addressed critics in an Instagram post Thursday after putting on pounds for an upcoming film. Hathaway posted a speed-up video of herself working out with a trainer at a gym. The clip shows the star stretching, lifting weights, and performing other strength training exercise. Hathaway captioned the post, "I'm gaining weight for a movie role, and it's going well. To all the people who are going to fat-shame me in the upcoming months, it's not me, it's you. Peace." She added, "P.S. I want to set this to Queen's fat bottom girls, but copyright said no. Continue, peace." Hathaway has previously changed her look for a role, losing 25 pounds to play Fantine in the 2012 big screen adaptation of Les Miserables. She described her near-starvation diet in the December 2012 issue of Vogue. She explained, "At the time, I had to be obsessive about it. The idea was to look near death." She says, "Looking back on the whole experience, and I don't judge it in any way, it was definitely a little nuts. It was definitely a break with reality, but I think that's who Fantine is anyway." Hathaway didn't specify which movie she's gaining weight for, although she is slated for a number of upcoming projects. She will star in the movie O2, The Lifeboat, and Live Fast, Die Hot. Almost Famous and Deepwater Horizon star Kate Hudson announced via Instagram that she is pregnant with her 3rd child. She explained in Friday's post, "If you're wondering why I've been so absent on my social channels, it's because I've never been more sick. It was the most sick first trimester of all my children. Boomerangs have made me nauseous. Super Zoom is an easy way to have my head in the toilet. Food Instagrams make me queasy, and thinking too much about Insta stories made me even more exhausted than I already have been." She also added, "If you see me out and about smiling, pretending like everything is amazing, I was lying. But I've broken through on the other end of that and rediscovering the joy of Insta Snap. We've been trying to keep this pregnancy under the radar for as long as possible, but I'm popping now. And it's too darn challenging to hide, and frankly, hiding is more exhausting than just coming out with it. My kids, Danny, myself, and the entire family are crazy excited. A little girl is on the way." Hudson also shares a gender-revealing video of her boyfriend, musician Danny Fujigawa, and her 2 sons popping giant black balloons in a backyard to reveal pink confetti and smaller balloons. The clip got more than 4 million views in less than a day. The actress is the daughter of comedian icon Goldie Hawn and the stepdaughter of actor Kurt Russell. Hudson is also the mother of Ryder, her 14-year-old son with her ex-husband Chris Robinson, and Bigham, her 6-year-old son with her former fiancé Matt Bellamy. Fujigawa and Hudson were longtime friends before they began dating about a year ago. Rapper Cardi B showed off a visible baby bump while wearing a tight white dress during her performance on this weekend's edition of Saturday Night Live. She tweeted after the show, "I started winning when the whole world was doubting on me. I think I'm going to lose with this little baby counting on me." This will be the first child for the 25-year-old rapper and her 26-year-old fiancé, Offset, People magazine reported. Offset, who has 3 children from other relationships, proposed to Cardi B on stage during a concert in Philadelphia in October. Kid Rock has announced the Red Boy Rock and Roll Redneck Extravaganza Tour that will also feature Brantley Gilbert and Wheeler Walker Jr. The 15-city tour begins on August 3rd at the Darlings Waterfront Pavilion in Bangor, Maine, before wrapping up October 13th at the Core Sky Amphitheater in West Palm Beach, Florida. Kid Rock will also be performing in cities such as St. Louis, Indianapolis, Chicago, and Boston, among others. Gilbert and Walker Jr. will serve as supporting acts on the tour, except for the first two concerts, which will be opened by 1,000 horses. Kid Rock is set to be inducted into the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame on Friday leading up to WrestleMania 34. Demi Lovato is embracing her stretch marks, cellulite, and other perceived flaws. The 25-year-old singer and actress shared a series of boomerang videos and a body-positive message Thursday on Instagram stories. Lovato began by posting a clip of herself pinching her bare stomach. She captioned the video, "Stretch marks and extra fat, and yet I still love myself," adding a heart emoji. Lovato then shared a clip of her cellulite. She said in a follow-up post that her legs appear smoother in the video than in real life. The star wrote, "The boomerang smoothed out my legs. The point is I have cellulite just like the other 93% of women do. What you see on Instagram isn't always what it seems to be. Let's embrace our real selves. Hashtag I love me." Lovato ended by posting a mirror selfie. The singer showed off her figure in a cropped t-shirt and shorts. The singer wrote, "No thigh gaps for me, and yet I still love myself." Lovato is recovering from an eating disorder, sharing a similar sentiment on self-love in January after posting a much-discussed photo of herself in a swimsuit. The star said in an interview with the Ellen DeGeneres Show, "I do feel confident. I've been working on myself for the past years, more so than I've ever worked on myself." She added, "I've really surrendered to the process of just learning to love yourself, and I feel like it shows in my pictures. I want to show my fans it's possible that they can get to that self-love too." Calvin Harris has joined forces with singer Dua Lipa for a new dance track single titled One Kiss. The song, released on Friday, called back to the house music from the 90s and represents Harris's second new release of 2018's following Not Ready, Not Ready, featuring Canadian musician Party Next Door. Lipa sings in the song's chorus, "One kiss is all it takes, falling in love with me, possibilities, I look like all you need." Harris released a lyric video for One Kiss that featured VHS quality footage of the two couples being played on a vintage television that is situated outside. Lipa said on Instagram alongside a teaser for the lyric video, "I hope this makes you want to dance till your heart content." The suspense thriller A Quiet Place, starring real-life husband and wife John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, is the #1 movie at the North American box office, earning $50 million in receipts this weekend, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in #2 is Ready Player One with $25 million, followed by Blockers at #3 with $21.4 million, Black Panther at #4 with $8.4 million, and I Can Only Imagine #5 with $8.36 million. Rounding up the top tier are Tyler Perry's Acrimony at #6 with $8 million, Chappaquiddick at #7 with $6.2 million, Sherlock Gnomes at #8 with $5.6 million, Pacific Rim Uprising at #9 with $4.9 million, and Isle of Dogs at #10 with $4.6 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1939, Marian Anderson sings on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. At the height of the Civil Rights Movement in 1963, these famous words were spoken from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. "I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." But Martin Luther King was not the first to raise his voice from those steps with the message of hope for America's future. That distinction belonged to the world-famous contralto Marian Anderson. His performance at the Lincoln Memorial on this date in 1939 made a compelling case for the transformative power of music in a place typically associated with the powers of words. Marian Anderson was an international superstar in the 1930s. The singer possessed of what Arturo Toscanini called a voice, such as one hears once in 100 years. But if race had been not implemented to her career abroad, there would still be places in the United States where a black woman was simply not welcome, no matter how famous. What surprised Anderson and many others in Americans was to discover in 1939 that one such place was a venue called Constitution Hall, owned and operated by the Daughters of the American Revolution, in the capital of a nation dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. When the DAR refused to allow Marian Anderson to perform at the Constitution Hall because of her skin color, the organization lost one of its most influential members, First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. Roosevelt and many other women quit the DAR in protest of its discriminatory action, which soon became a cause célèbre. The invitation to perform on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial came directly from the Secretary of Interior, Harold L. Ickes, who proclaimed in his introduction of Marian Anderson on that Easter Sunday that genius draws no color line. There was nothing overtly political in the selection of songs Anderson performed that day before a gathering crowd of 75,000 and a live radio audience of millions. But the message inherent in an African-American woman singing "My Country 'Tis of Thee," which stands before the shrine of America's great emancipator, was crystal clear. Abraham Lincoln's famous words, "With malice towards none, with charity for all, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds," are carved in the massed letters of the exterior wall of the Lincoln Memorial. This was the theme that Anderson advanced with the power of her incredible voice as she stood in front of those words on this date in 1939. It was a performance now recognized as the important prelude to the civil rights movement to come. Also on this date in 1962, at the 34th Annual Academy Awards ceremony held at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium in Santa Monica, California, the addition as to the Sophia Loren wins Best Actress Oscar for two women. In addition to the overwhelming triumph of the musical West Side Story, which won 10 Oscars, including Best Picture, one of the big victors of the night was the Italian actress Sophia Loren, who took home the Best Actress statuette for her star turn in Two Women in Italian. Born Sophia Ciccoloni on September 20th, 1934 in Rome, the actress landed her first role as a slave girl extra in 1951 Kill Vados, directed by Mervyn LeRoy. After 15-year-old Sophia met the film producer Carlo Ponti while competing in the Miss Rome Beauty Contest, he began guiding her career. Taking the stage name Sophia Loren, she played a variety of small parts in low-budget films before breaking out in such movies as Aida, 1953, The Gold of Naples, 1954, directed by Vittorio De Sica. Ponti helped her gain exposure beyond the world of Italian films, including a part opposite Cary Grant and Frank Sinatra in 1957's The Pride and the Passion. She subsequently signed a multi-picture deal with Paramount Pictures. Her marriage by proxy to Ponti, carried out by the couple's lawyers in Mexico in 1957, caused a scandal. Ponti faced bigamy charges and threats of an excommunication due to Italy's refusal to recognize his divorce from his first wife, Giuliana, and Loren was seen as his concubine. Divorce eventually went through, and Ponti and Loren married in a civil ceremony in France in 1966. They would stay together until Ponti's death in 2007. Loren gave her most acclaimed performance of her career in De Sica's Two Women, released in Italy in December 1960 and internationally in 1961. For a portrayal of a mother trying to protect her teenage daughter during World War II, Loren earned numerous accolades, including the top acting honors at the Cannes, Berlin, and Venice film festivals. Her Oscar win made her the first performer ever to win an award for a foreign language film. Her countryman, Roberto Benigni, would later win the Best Actor Oscar for 1998's Life is Beautiful. West Side Story, the film adaptation of Leonard Bernstein's Stephen Sondheim's Broadway hit, was a updated version of Shakespeare's immortal Romeo and Juliet set on the gang-ridden streets of New York City. The film swept most of the other major categories in 1962, including Best Picture, Best Director for Jerome Robbins and Robert Wise, Best Supporting Actress for Rita Moreno, and Best Supporting Actor for George Chakiris. Best Art Direction, Best Cinematography, Best Sound, Best Score, Best Film Editing, and Best Costume Design. The film's star, Natalie Wood, was nominated in the Best Actress category for another film, Splendor in the Grass, but lost to Loren. And as your entertainment report for Monday, April 9th, 2018. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.